track and field stadium at Dignity Health Sports Park. Welcome to LA Galaxy 2 action tonight. Galaxy 2 home against OKC Energy FC in a big matchup regarding the upcoming USL Championship postseason. Galaxy 2 in 9th place in the West. They're above the line. OKC Energy FC winless in their last four of their last 5 to be correct. They are out of the postseason if they began tonight. OKC Energy FC, they're stacked with familiar names that practiced their craft in MLS in previous years. They're led by Deshaun Brown, 13 goals on the campaign for OKC Energy FC. Galaxy 2, led by the hard work on the wing from Kai Koreniak. Koreniak, 8 goals on the year, but he's due. He hasn't scored since September the 14th. A major showdown in the West. Galaxy 2, home to OKC Energy FC. The starting lineups and first kick is next.
On behalf of all the LA Galaxy players, we say thank you.
Gracias a todos los fans de LA Galaxy.
Thank you to all our fans. We really appreciate you.
Shout out to all the fans.
Just want to say thank you to all the fans this year.
We never take you for granted. Thank you for all the support.
My favorite memory with the supporters would happen to be probably the first LAFC game last year. Just how they showed up in big numbers. I know that it was the first game of the rivalry, and going down 3-0, they didn't leave the stadium. They stuck with us, and we rewarded them in the end. Crazy game, the most exciting game I've ever been a part of.
We respect the past
and chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet. But here's a news flash.
We've been great.
We're just getting started.
This is LA.
Joe Tutino alongside Troy Barty. We welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park. We are moments away from getting underway with this one. Galaxy 2 home against OKC Energy FC. Let's get to the first 11. First off, Troy, the visiting club, Energy FC.
Good evening, Joe. Yes, in the back will be Cody Lorendi in goal. A familiar back line for OKC Energy and Mikel Williams, Christian Ibiaga, Atiba Harris, and Alvin Jones slides into that right back position as Chris Duval made his way to the bench. John Brown, Colin Ross in the midfield, and above those two you'll have Cordell Cato, Javon Watson, Omar Gordon, and up top, Deshaun Brown.
For the home team, Galaxy 2.
Justin Vomsteeg finds himself in the net this evening. Justin Fittis, familiar on that left back side. Nick Depew, Tomas Hilliard Arce, and Nate Schultz. Omar Ontiveros will be in a little bit more of an advanced role tonight with Kai Koreniak, Jorge Hernandez, Adam Saldana, and you'll have Mohamed Kamara coming back and Ethan Zubak up top for Los Dos.
Interesting the way the lineup is now for Galaxy 2 in the fact that they come in now with the 4-3-3 and the inverted triangle in the middle with the holding number 6.
And it's a big test for Omar Ontiveros to step into that Carlos Harvey hole, that number 6 role, and see how he does tonight spraying the ball around himself.
Important match for both clubs with the names that are on this roster from Oklahoma City Energy FC. It's a bit surprising that right now they're outside the playoff window. There are 5 games remaining in the regular season, including tonight, so it is a sprint for the postseason. Galaxy 2, a much younger side. They have caught fire a bit under Junior Gonzalez.
Yeah, they've shown well in their last 5 games with only 1 loss, 2 draws, 2 wins. Starting to play better and at the right time, of course, Joe.
And Steve Cook leads the way for Oklahoma City Energy FC. Pleasantries there from the 4th official. You saw him walking along the benches. Galaxy 2 defends the goal to our left and will attack from left to right. Ethan Zubak standing over the ball at center. Kamara coming back from injury, as Troy mentioned, and it'll be interesting to see how long he can go. A lot of firepower on the bench for Junior Gonzalez this time around as well, with Jose Hernandez, Jeffrey Achimpong available, Augustine Williams in the forward position available as well. Eric Lopez will be the backup goalkeeper this time around. He has been in the net for many of the home games that I've seen this year. Baumstieg has a little more experience, and we are underway as it comes back to Tomas Hilliard Arce. I should say in this particular case, Ontiveros, who plays it up the left side. Hilliard Arce behind him, anchoring the Galaxy defense. He's had a very good season, I think.
With 3 goals and making his 22nd start, Tomas Hilliard Arce has been the most consistent performer in that back line for Los Dos, along with Nate Schultz, you'd have to say.
He's been a leader on this club, organizing. Defensively, he's done very well in the air. Last match, we saw him mark the main scoring player. Whether he went from left or right, he stayed with them throughout the evening. He'll play it out the left side here as Galaxy 2 try to get numbers forward. This one will go out of play, and a throw it.
And you look at the average age between these two teams, Joe, and Los Dos fielding a much younger side. OKC Energy, average age of their players averaging around 30 years old, Joe. So it'll be interesting to see how these young players for Los Dos do against some of these veterans against the Energy.
Well, we mentioned in the lineups the veteran names that you've heard. Obviously, former Galaxy midfielder and defender at times, Rafael Garcia, plays for Oklahoma City Energy FC. He is in the 18 and might see some action here this evening. Ontiveros again trying to go to the left side, cleared away. Now, a long season, right? In USL's championship this time of year. You talked about a veteran club averaging 30 years. Those legs might be a bit tired.
And I'm sure they'll be tested by Mohamed Kamara tonight. What we've seen from him in his 4 or 5 appearances for Los Dos has been quite special, and he likes getting to that end line and cutting it back for his teammates.
So come back now. Hilliard Arce. Schultz. Some space here, nice. Going forward for Galaxy 2. Jorge Hernandez out the left side. There's Koreniuk trying to get into the area. Was he brought down? No, this is our referee, but kept alive here. Another ball into the box and cleared to the top. Schultz can't find it, but he slows down the counter for the moment. And the Galaxy get it back. This is good work. Here's Hernandez from about 35. Had some opportunity on the right side there from Kamara. He didn't find him. Schultz this time. Here's Kamara on the near side. Player down for OKC Energy FC. This ball will go out and will stop for the injury. Slow to get up. Here comes the trainer to take a look.
Looks like the strong shot of Jorge Hernandez, which we saw last week, the beautiful goal from about 20 yards out. That caught the Energy player a little off guard. John Brown feeling the effects of that Hernandez shot.
I think an ill-advised shot, though, on the part of Hernandez. That far out, there was options to maybe even find Zubak at the top of the box and get it back out and break that line into the penalty area for him. But certainly Kamara open on the right side. Plenty of space, play into space there in the right corner of the penalty area. He can run onto it, and then everything opens up going to goal.
Riding the confidence of last week's goal.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. That was a great shot from the right corner of the area, just outside the right corner of the area, was it not? We will continue here, and OKC Energy will be down a man for now until he's waved back on. And the return service is sent deep into the Galaxy defense and out of play for a throw-in. Here's Vom Steeg. Grenier came all the way back to build that out for Galaxy 2. This time Hilliard Arce will knock left. Seems to be a method to the madness here. Galaxy 2 wanting to build up that left side, Troy.
I think that's important because you want to keep Omar Gordon honest, making sure he has to play a lot of defense this game, leading the energy and assists this year.
Vom Steeg once again, early moments inside 6 minutes. Here's Hernandez. Back out it goes. Hilliard Arce. Heavy touch there by Hernandez, right into the stride and back the other way. Jonathan Brown able to play it forward. It'll come left. Cordell Cato. Many years with San Jose. Got a try opportunity here with the Galaxy senior side. It didn't work out, but he's found a home. Here's a shot from distance. This will go way wide and out of play. Goal kick.
Yeah, over 100 appearances for the Earthquakes. Cordell Cato had.
Somewhat of a super sub.
A lot of MLS experience on this energy roster.
Bad giveaway here. Hilliard Arce tries to close it down, and in comes Omar Gordon to take the 1-0 lead for OKC Energy FC. Not a good pass back there. Put the Galaxy defense in a bad situation, and inside 7 minutes, Oklahoma City takes the 1-0 lead.
And Deshaun Brown finishing quite easily in the end. Justin Vom Steeg can only shrug his shoulders, wondering what happened there. There you see Brown taking his chance quite well, bearing it into that far corner for his 14th goal on the season. Deshaun Brown showing you why he's Energy's leading scorer.
Goal number 14 for him. And we continue here. That's broken up nicely by Fittis. Galaxy 2 on possession. Zubac will knock this one back. Here's Ontiveros. Schultz. OKC's in it. They are organized pretty well as you look at them close down the Galaxy and cut the field off. Kamara trying to find it. Can't get this ball to settle though, and will be cleared off his foot, but he does well to stay with the play. Back onto the left side it goes. Here's Koreniuk onto the wing. Fittis pushing forward to get that cross away, looking for Hernandez. A bit short there, although a good idea. Schultz keeps it alive. Ontiveros again onto the wing. The ball, I think, went over the line. It did. It's out of play. Goal kick. That was somewhat of an acute angle to switch it at that point. So deep downfield.
Good idea getting the balls behind this Energy back line. Force some of their center backs and outside backs into some pressure situations and see how they deal with them. Because like we've mentioned, and we will continue to mention, the age of this back line is much elder than that of the Los Dos attacking players and the entire starting 11 for that matter. You have Atiba Harris, who's 34, and Los Dos have Adam Saldana, who's 17. That just shows you right there.
Here's Williams knocking it long. Gordon will run onto this one. Nice job again by Hilliard Arce. Unfortunately for him on that goal, he was put in a bad position when that pass came back in. We'll take a look at the run here, and Hilliard Arce closing it down. Here's Williams on the throw-in. Javon Watson, another player with MLS experience.
Of course, with the Houston Dynamo, FC Dallas, New England Revolution, 35-year-old Jamaican finds himself now in Oklahoma City after a year with the Charlotte Independence.
Certainly you got a lot of names with quality. Schultz will knock it on back. On Taveros once again. This time looking for Zubac between the center back and the left back, and cleared away. Kamara does well there. Step over towards the middle of the park now. Hernandez onto the left. Here's Koreniak, knocks it on through just over the top of Zubac and cleared out. Nice steal. Hernandez on his right foot. Kamara. Couple of step overs. Schultz, can he keep it alive? And he does along that end line. Gets the cross down low. Gets to the back side of the 6. Nobody there in white for now, but it's kept alive on Taveros. Hernandez on his left foot. He'll have a go at goal off the defender and out. This should be a corner kick, and it is.
And a really cheeky back heel. Good idea there by Zubac, who flicked it across the 6. Unfortunately, no Los Dos player was there to capitalize, but a great touch there by Zubac, keeping that play alive.
Good corner kick opportunity here. Hernandez, a left-footed ball is bending towards goal. Went to the near side of the 6 and cleared back out. Here comes the counterattack now. Cordell Cato. He's got Deshaun Brown. He tried to send it through, and Schultz did well to get in front of that. Corner kick for the visitors.
And let that be a good lesson for the Los Dos back line, how quickly this Energy team can strike off a corner. That was nearly a counter to perfection.
Corner kick coming up. Good reminder here, Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leading soccer ball quality and innovator in the sport. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Vom Steeg able to knock this away. Kept alive though. Here's Jonathan Brown, another ball into the area that'll bounce on through, clear to the near side, but not out of harm's way yet. This will be a throw-in. And Oklahoma City taking their time so the Galaxy can get back into their same shape. Zubac goes back to his forward position. Ross. You'll find it. Ibiaga, and back out the right side it goes. Cato, closed down there. Galaxy 2 get the throw-in. I think the young Galaxy side, it might be more comfortable in a counter-attacking position here in this match. Maybe taking advantage of Oklahoma City if they get too many numbers forward.
Yeah, I think you'd like to see Mohamed Kamara go at any one of these Energy defenders one-on-one. Maybe a bit of a surprise omission from tonight is Jose Hernandez, who's been playing incredibly well, a player who likes to spring that attack, finds himself starting on the bench this evening.
I think we're going to see him. I think the formation led to that situation. He would probably spell Jonathan Hernandez if a substitution would be made later on in the match. as they're both similar players. I should say Jorge Hernandez, excuse me. Here's Watson. Brown out the right side. Good turnover. And they'll get the free kick out of it. 1-0 in favor of the visiting club, Oklahoma City Energy FC, inside 16 minutes of play. Troy Barty, Joe Tutino, glad to have you aboard on this one. Here's Kamara. They'll keep it alive. On Taveros. And back on the left, Fittis. Depew. Hilliard Arce. Kamara taking up the wing, gets past the defender, but a little heavy on that touch. Did good work there, though. Goal kick.
Mikel Williams, Christian Ibiaga, they do not want to see Kamara out on that
It's a matter of time, though. Matter of time there. It's the touch was a little heavy. If that touch slows down a bit, he catches that. He's got Zubac in the middle or an opportunity to go at goal by himself.
Mikel Williams is no stranger to giving up penalty from time to time. The 29-year-old going to have his hands full this evening.
Another ball down the middle. This time Vom Steeg comes out. Sorry about that, Troy. Sean Brown closing things down in a hurry. Throw it.
Justin Baumsteig making his 14th appearance on the evening with 3 shutouts to his name.
Here's Schultz. Hernandez. Find Koreniak, back out it goes. On Taveros this time. Hernandez once more, Schultz again. He's got Kamara with him as well to keep an eye on the offside line there. Kamara turning Williams inside out, able to get the cross away. Kept alive though again, Kamara. Good work, staying with the play. Ball unfortunately out of play on the shot, goal kick.
Less than 20 minutes into this match, and it's Kamara showing you just how dangerous he can be. That's already 2 or 3 chances created.
Ball drops just a little more. He would have had a better opportunity to get control of it on that shot. Cody Lorendi in goal. He'll take the goal kick here.
And Los Dos fans may remember Lorendi from the 2014 Los Dos side, where he made 19 appearances.
That's right. Here's Zubac. This is good from Galaxy 2 right now. Don Taveros on the left side. A little more pace here in the build-up. Fittis, Koreniak. Back out wide. Kamara. Waiting on Schultz. Nice job here going up the near side. Here's the cross into the area. A bit too long there. Although I think it was right in the right position at the penalty spot. Kamara does well. Coming back and taking over that position that Schultz vacated to help get the ball back.
It looks like Cato and Gordon may have done a switch. I think they brought Gordon over to help out Williams on Kamara. We'll see how they rotate throughout the match.
Here's Koreniak in the area, will knock it back out wide. Zubac is there in the far corner, plays it back. Kept alive, done well, Fittis. Lays this one off. Hernandez gets away from one defender. Schultz, Galaxy have plenty of numbers forward here. Kamara's cross broken up. Galaxy need to close this counter quickly if they can. Back up the near side comes Omar Gordon. Here's Deshaun Brown now. Nice job on the part of Hilliard Arce. They committed so many numbers forward there, Troy. That counter was bound to happen unless you get a shot on goal or wide or out of play, something like that.
You know, last game versus San Antonio FC, there weren't many Los Dos players attacking the penalty area. Now, already early in this game, you've seen 3-4 Los Dos players in that box trying to get on the end of a cross. So
Koreniuk trying to turn the corner here, working hard to get to it. He'll run out of real estate and out of play. Goal kick. Fans, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. The USL is excited to announce that the championship in League One will remain with the leader in sports for 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL, and at least 19 games a year will be featured on the ESPN family of networks, including 9 games on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support, and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Schultz. Kamara holds off his defender. Galaxy can push back in their own defense. Hilliard Arce breaks one. Gets the pass away. Pew. Here's on Tiveros, left side Fiddes. Nice job on the part of Hernandez there. But even better work on the part of Cordell Cato, staying with the play.
finds himself back on this near side, Joe. So
yeah, I think he's got the freedom to flip throughout the evening.
between Cato, Watson, Brown, Williams, Harris, there's over a couple hundred MLS appearances on the field for the Energy.
And they should have a pretty good understanding of each other. Here's Cato, tries the cross right into the Depew. Nice job by Depew holding that at bay in terms of Omar Gordon. And the Galaxy would look to break out. Good ball ahead here for Zubac. 3 defenders back, though now 6 defenders back on the part of the visitors. Koreniuk goes right, gets the shot away, score! Nowhere to go for Lorendi. 1-1 in the 24th minute. Nice shot there on the part of Koreniuk, his 9th goal on the season.
And Joe, you touched upon it in the open. It's been a while, a couple weeks since Kai Koreniuk has added to that goal total, and he does so in fine fashion, unleashing a rocket from about 20 yards out that finds that top corner. A beautiful shot there by Kai Koreniuk,
24th minute by number 52,
leveling this matchup here in Carson.
We are 1-1 and we continue here. I'm not sure Lorendi had a chance at that ball. It looked like he saw it late as it came on through. Good work there on the part of Koreniuk, though. Here's Lorendi, able to get away from his defender in Zubac, knocks it long into the Galaxy defense. Fiddes to head it back to his keeper. Baumsteen picks up, rolls out the far side. On Tiveros. Here's Hilliard Arce. He's got Schultz near side. He's got Kamara as well if he wants to play it ahead, and does. Kamara turns away from his defender, does well to take it forward. He's got this glide to him as he runs forward. Doesn't look like he's going all that fast, but they can't catch him.
And he's shifty. He gives you a nice shoulder fake. You think he's going one way, and he's already gone the other way.
Cato. This will come back to Williams. Williams once again.
The last two matches, Joe, we've seen two beautiful goals from outside the area. Jorge Hernandez last week, and now Kai Koreniuk this week.
Saldana in on that play defensively. He hasn't had many touches here in the first half. Been bypassed a bit, I think. Here's Atiba Harris running this one down. Able to play it forward. Galaxy have numbers back. Fittis has had a nice first half as well. Another breakup there along the far side. Ross. Again, Fittis gets in front. It'll come out to Saldana this time. He's got Hernandez if he wants him. Decides to go near side to Schultz instead. 26 minutes in. We're tied at 1. Kamara. Again, he turns Williams inside out. Kamara still on it. Plays it in. Zubak with the chance. On his right foot. The shot gets deflected and it'll go out of play for a corner kick.
Once again, Kamara doing it all on this right-hand side. Finds Zubak, who looks like maybe he took one too many touches. Possibly you'd like to see him unleash that left foot. Obviously, he tries to get it back to his favorite right foot. And in the end, good defense there by the Energy.
I think to his defense, that ball was just a bit behind, so it required him to bring it back to his right. Hernandez back out to Schultz. He'll knock it in. Good opportunity there. Koreniuk almost found it. He gets it now, but this is going to be a foul against the Galaxy in the box. And maybe an offside call as Koreniuk came back from an offside position. And OKC gets possession back.
And it's nice seeing Ethan Zubak already with a couple nice touches inside the 18. Last week he was very quiet, really didn't receive the ball much. You can tell in this one they're looking to get him more involved.
A little more dangerous on the wings near the penalty area this time around. I mean, the work by Kamara is making things very difficult on Williams. He's beating him almost at will.
With Kamara on the right, Koreniuk on the left, that's a lot of speed coming at you.
Hernandez almost gave it away. Unfortunate that Deshaun Brown could not find it as he jumped the play there. Harris. Atiba Harris made his career as a right back and as a forward. Forward in his early days in MLS, and as a right back later on. Now as a center back here with OKC. Ross able to play this one ahead. Good ball on the near side. Cordell Cato is there. Watched by Schultz. Puts it on his left foot. He'll cut it back to his right. Top of the box it goes. The return service for Cato broken up. Good build up there for Oklahoma City.
And to Atiba Harris's credit, the 34-year-old starting his 30th match this evening. So
good for him. Foul here against Galaxy 2. Look at the replay once again with Cato with the build-up. Nice return service there, but it was snuffed out by Hilliard Arce. And he reads the game really well. Hilliard Arce does. Keeps it in front of him. Remember, he's been basically marking Deshaun Brown in this match. So for him to peel away and still make the play on that ball, he's doing well. Player down here. Javon Watson being looked at.
I mean, he is a three-time champion at Stanford. Wearing that captain's armband, you can understand the leadership role that he has within this team.
Oh, he's settled in. and become a leader on the USL's Galaxy 2. Soccer fans, Fan Appreciation Night at Dignity Health Sports Park. That is tomorrow, the 29th, 4:30. Giving away 15,000 LA Galaxy player cards. So join the party. Cheer on Jonathan Dos Santos, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Uriel Antuna, and the rest of your LA Galaxy as they face off against the Vancouver Whitecaps. Get your tickets now, lagalaxy.com/tickets. An important match for the Galaxy. A win tomorrow against Vancouver can put them in good position as they look to enhance their standings in the Western Conference. Here's Jonathan Brown knocking into the area. This will come across and Schultz is able to clear it away. Ontiveros, Camara. Back in for Ontiveros. He'll catch up to this one, gets away from his defender, then closed down by the second, and back comes Oklahoma City. This is Williams. Tries to go near side for Watson, cleared away. Camara does well. He'll get a call for, I believe, a handball this time around as the ball came around and hit him in that left hand. So free kick.
Maybe one too many touches by Omar Ontiveros there in the midfield. Get that off his foot as quickly as possible to the guys who are a little better with the ball attached to their foot.
Well, I think on that turnover, or on a turnover like that, somebody needs to go high, and that, in this case, it would be Zubak. Here's the cross there by Brown, cleared away. You need to find him with the long ball immediately, right?
Credit to Ontiveros for last few weeks playing center back, outside back, and now a holding midfielder role.
Hernandez tries to go wide near side to Camara, not enough on that pass. Be a foul against Galaxy 2, free kick. Here's Javon Watson. Ross and back to Harris. This time back on over, Ibiaga. Williams will find Brown. They'll have to build out again. Again, Ross. And Ross shouldn't have the space that he's having right now. Now you keep the ball on the center backs. That's better defending on the part of Galaxy 2. Nice job by Schultz. This is a fine. Zubak almost turned to Harris. Lorendi will pick up. Lorendi once again. Arce will get the foul here, free kick. It's an easy call for our referee. Yellow card, Omar Gordon.
Let's hope that looked worse than it really was. As Gordon goes in, it's really shoulder to shoulder.
The yellow card caution has been issued by the referee to...
It looked like the arm got over the shoulder.
It must have, because Tomas Hilliard Arce is a strong young man. You don't see him on the turf much.
Gonna be okay. They'll have to make sure he's fine before he can continue. Players are ready off the bench, getting warmed up. Part of Oklahoma City as well as Galaxy 2. And the normal process there. Inside 35 minutes of play. Hilliard Arce should be all right. And since there was a yellow card given, he will be allowed to stay on the pitch. free kick Galaxy here. 1-1 in this match. Galaxy 2 have had the better opportunities of late, for sure. But Oklahoma City is pretty dangerous in transition, Troy.
They've shown that a couple times, specifically off Los Dos corner. They're quick to counter. I'm sure Junior Gonzalez and his staff is well aware and might be holding another defender back on those set piece opportunities.
Fittis. Here's Hilliard Arce. He'll take up the space, now knock it long. Kamara is onside. Good first touch here. Zubak tries to collect. It'll be cleared out. Atiba Harris out to the right side. Alvin Jones will clear it long into the Galaxy defense. Depew is there. I believe an offside call. That was an interesting one. The Galaxy defender touched the ball twice before the flag went up. Okay.
Just making sure.
Hilliard Arce. Saldana. Kareniak closed down by 2 defenders, but Galaxy 2 keep possession. Out the near side it comes. Kamara. Williams has given him a lot of time to get to a second ball like that. It's interesting.
I think Williams is worried that if he gets too close, he'll get burnt a lot quicker.
I guess. I mean, and he has been, right? Another long ball here for Brown. This will bounce on into the area. Vomsteeg does well to hold his ground. And Depew able to play it forward. Good to see a little more rhythm through the middle third here from Galaxy 2. Get a throw in. Saldana. This ball comes back on Deveros. Fittis. Here's Depew, able to knock it ahead. This will be a foul against the Galaxy. And a free kick as Atiba Harris was fouled by Zubak there. I think at this point of his career, Zubak should have a step on Atiba Harris. If you play him on the ground down the middle, I think he should be able to win that more often than not. Where Zubak may have a difficulty against Harris is a ball in the air, because the veteran will have better position. And experience, be a foul as Kamara's dropped down.
Experience and smarts counts for a step or two, and that's something Atiba Harris has.
It's the second time now here for Omar Gordon that the arm goes into the head. Hilliard Arce back to his keeper, Vomsteeg. He's 1-on-4 there, Zubak right now. Nice job by Saldana pushing forward. It'll go left side, Kareniak. Kareniak again towards that end line, this time closed down by Jones. Jones doing well to allow this to go out of play, and a goal kick here. Galaxy 2 remain in the hunt for their first postseason berth since 2016 with their clash here against Oklahoma City. Junior Gonzalez has revitalized the team since taking over as interim manager. Team going 5-3-2 since he took the reins. And right now they're in good standing at 1-1 inside the 40th minute. All the way back to Lorendi. Zubak to close him down. Lorendi will send long. This will come on back to the keeper again, Vomsteeg. DePew. Ontiveros again. Hernandez. This looks promising. Good ball here ahead for Kamara. He'll run it down. Kamara's cross back to the spot. The shot scored! Ethan Zubak. 2-1 in favor of Galaxy 2 in the 40th minute.
And as Kamara once again setting it up, getting to the end line at will, makes that cutback killer pass to Ethan Zubak, who's just waiting for it, who makes no doubt about his 6th goal of the season, Joe.
Well done all the way around on that build-up. Nice pass by Hernandez, leading Kamara right into it.
By number 29, Ethan.
He laid it right in for Zubak, Kamara did, to close it down. Look at that, nice, well done. Lorendi's weight shifting towards the back post. He had no chance to get to the near. 2-1 in favor of the home side. Harris. This is good. Little press now. Almost led to the turnover. Kamara working to get it back. This will be cleared out. Javon Watson closed down. The kid's doing well here now. Saldana got a little hug there from Javon Watson. The referee says play on.
More than half his age is Javon Watson, 35-year-old Jamaican going up against a 17-year-old.
Here's Fiddes. Now this match is opening up a bit. Koreniuk. Ross able to win this and clear it back defensively. Williams on the near side. Omar Gordon. And Schultz will be called for the foul here as he goes in a little aggressively there. The referee gives him a look. Now Omar's a pretty physical player on his own.
Yeah, I think Nate Schultz was sending a bit of a message there saying, hey, I've seen you foul my teammates a few times. I'll give you one.
Free kick, and we continue. Ibiaga. You'll find Gordon trying to turn here on Schultz. He'll get some help. Schultz will. Nice job on the slide tackle and a throw-in. He recovered well. Williams will take this throw-in. Back out it goes. Ross able to get that ball away. The return pass is cleared. Ontiveros will send it long. Lorendi will wait for this one to go into his penalty area. He'll pick up. Here's Williams. Again, Hilliard Arce. Another winner. It's a little heavy for Hernandez, but he keeps it alive. Fiddes on the left side. Hilliard Arce once again. Hey, just weeks remaining. The pressure is on. Tune in to ESPN3 October 2nd as El Paso Locomotives look to secure one of the final playoff spots, while Fresno FC has sights on hosting some playoff games. Locomotive FC and the Foxes October 2nd for Wednesday Night Soccer, ESPN3. Approaching halftime in a hurry here. We'll probably get a minute or two of added time. Yellow card, a couple of injuries. Harris. So come on through. Nice job by DePew. However, OKC with possession. Javon Watson finds some space, able to play it up the wing. That's broken up. Hilliard Arce will send back to his goalkeeper, Vom Steeg. Throwing. Galaxy get it back on Taveros. Koreniuk, good ball here for Fidesz. Not the best first touch, but he'll work hard to get it back. Cordell Cato defending on the play. Back out it goes. Koreniuk. He has the first goal for the Galaxy tonight. 3 minutes of added time. Hernandez, left corner of the area, plays it on through. A little high for Zubak. In fact, way too high for the young man to get to. Harris now. Good run by Cato. This will go onto the wing. The attempted cross deflected and right on the Vom Steeg. You know, Galaxy 2 is managing this match now very well.
It's always nice playing with the lead. Obviously, they found themselves down early. Deshaun Brown scoring in the 7th minute. And since then, it's really been all Los Dos.
All the way back to Lorendi here. And you look at it and you think, okay, sure, Deshaun Brown with the speed. They want to play in transition. But as this game gets longer, the older legs get a little more tired. And I think we're starting to see that already. Foul here against the Galaxy.
And Mohamed Kamara will make anyone's legs look a little tired.
Absolutely. And he's had a very good first half, I think. Zubak getting that clean look. The second opportunity he put in the back of the net. That's been good. Defensively, the back four has done a nice job. A little more learning to go with the inverted triangle, but you talked about 17-year-olds, very young players there for Galaxy 2 right in the middle of the park.
Yeah, really nice to see Saldana making his 4th start.
And here he goes. Gonna go onto the left side. This is an offside call against Koreniuk. That was very, very close. Maybe an extra touch there has put him in an offside position. I think Ontiveros has done good playing in the hole the way he has. He stayed at home for the most part. Another ball down low, easy again for Vom Steeg. And I think here's where you can do a lot of learning as our referee points to midfield. You have the lead, you've had a good first half. You can make some small adjustments now to improve upon that, seeing this game out if you can. And it's still early, and at this level, we do see a lot of goals. So.
And it's been a struggle this season for Los Dos, closing games out and not taking all 3 points, and obviously something that we'll be watching for in the next 45, Joe.
OKC Energy FC scoring first. The Galaxy 2 answering back with a couple of their own. They go to halftime. Galaxy 2 on the board against OKC Energy FC. They have 1. Halftime is coming up next.
On behalf of all the LA Galaxy players, we say thank you.
Gracias a todos los fans de LA Galaxy.
Thank you to all our fans. We really appreciate you.
Shout out to all the fans.
Just want to say thank you to all the fans this year.
We never take you for granted. Thank you for all the support.
My favorite memory with the supporters would happen to be probably the first LAFC game last year, just how they showed up in big numbers. I know that it was the first game of the rivalry, and going down 3-0, they didn't leave the stadium. They stuck with us, and we rewarded them in the end. Crazy game, the most exciting game I've ever been a part of.
We respect the past
and chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet. But here's a news flash.
We've been great.
We're just getting started.
This is LA.
Let's go with the left foot, Jamal Johnson. Puts it in. What a goal! Perfectly placed.
To splice this New York defense with a curling effort. That's incredible. What a goal by Knight. Johnson, though, going to hurry things up. Tenorio giving a blast. Goal!
Clever. Clever will take a shot. He fires it home for a classic. Cicerone to the back post. Sliding it in. What a start for St. Louis. Tyler Blackwood.
Wharton and Espria in it as well. Williamson strikes and puts it in, a fourth for T2 on a beautiful strike.
Asante saved by Concrete.
And a save by Morton.
Through and a diving stop. Punched away by Laurel. Follow. Can't save Laurel. And this.
It's a hammer. Oh, that's an important intervention by Logan Ketterer.
On, Klaus fires, and back of the net, Paul Klaus. Final here, ball swept in, headed on, up and in, and just like that, Toronto answers. Ball played forward up the side, Moon trying to drop it back, tries the left-footed shot and finds the back of the net. Nick Moon, in stoppage time in the first half, breaking the deadlock. Rayo now. Rodriguez going for that top corner. What a save by Silvestre. Through the midfield for Richmond. Calls for Wheeler Avenue and a shot saved by Fitzgerald. Still around the box for Chattanooga. The shot by Caparelli's pushed aside by Herrera. Austin Amer.
Galaxy 2 has a 2-1 lead at the break here. We welcome you back alongside Troy Barty, Joe Tutino. Glad to have you on the board. It's very important, this match, for both clubs. Let's take a look at the standings right now in the USL West. It tells you why this is very important.
Yeah, and you can see right now that, you know, Galaxy, if they were to take all 3 points tonight, just how far they could potentially jump up this table. As of right now, they sit in that 9th spot with 3 extra points. You can see that they would then challenge Austin and Real Monarchs for even that 6th and pushing that 5th spot. And of course, El Paso, a team they face next week, will be ever so important.
And Oklahoma City on the outside looking in. Big game for them as well. Scores from around the USL so far tonight.
And you can see North Carolina with a nice win at home. Loudon getting beat at home versus Nashville. Memphis doing something pretty dirty against Bethlehem Steel, 5-0. Tough result for the Steel. And you can see the rest of them. Big result for Eric Winalda and his Las Vegas Lights getting the win to keep their postseason hopes alive. And you can see the rest of the championship scores this evening. Always a busy Saturday night come championship time.
Taking a look at some of the storylines around the USL. Of course, we told you about the fact that the Galaxy 2 have been revitalized under Junior Gonzalez. He's revitalized the club and put them into that playoff window. They're 5-3-2 since he took over the reins as interim manager. Hey, move over. Phoenix Rising, the hottest team in the league is Orange County SC, who have won their last 6 matches in a row thanks to a banner play on their attacking tandem, Michael Seaton and Darwin Jones. Although, as you saw the scoreboard earlier, they on the wrong side of a 2-0 score there. There's a new boss down in Colorado Springs. In 2018 USL Championship Coach of the Year, Alan Coach has been appointed as the new manager at Switchbacks FC. The South American joins after leading FC Cincinnati in Major League Soccer. He'll take over the gig officially for the final 2 matches of the season. That is the latest going around in the USL action. Right now, Galaxy answered back with 2 unanswered, and they lead 2-1 at the break. More of halftime right after.
On behalf of all the LA Galaxy players, we say thank you.
Gracias a todos los fans de LA Galaxy.
Thank you to all our fans. We really appreciate you.
Shout out to all the fans.
Just want to say thank you to all the fans this year.
We never take you for granted. Thank you for all the support.
My favorite memory with the supporters would happen to be probably the first LAFC game last year, just how they showed up in big numbers. I know that it was the first game of the rivalry, and going down 3-0, they didn't leave the stadium. They stuck with us, and we rewarded them in the end. Crazy game, the most exciting game I've ever been a part of.
We respect the past
and chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet. But here's a news flash.
We've been great.
We're just getting started.
This is LA.
At the break right now, Galaxy 2 leading over OKC Energy FC. It was an ominous start, though, for the home side as OKC got the first one of the game as we take a look at the highlights of the first 45, Troy.
Yeah, we barely were underway, and Deshaun Brown off a turnover scored in the 7th minute. You can see why he's leading his Energy team now with 14 goals on the season. And then it was Kai Koreniuk in the 24th minute with a beautiful shot from outside the area. Finds that top bin. A fine finish from him at his 9th goal of the year. And then Ethan Zubak on the end of a beautiful pass from Mohamed Kamara. Zubak with his 6th on the season. And Kamara really has been a thorn in the Energy side all evening long.
And looking back at that particular goal, I think maybe you go back and look at Laurenti, the goalkeeper, and say, hey, you have to keep your feet there and do a better job. But hey, if you're a Galaxy 2 fan, you're very happy the way things are, leading 2-1 after 45 minutes of play. And after that maybe shaky start and conceding that first goal, Troy, Galaxy 2 have managed this match very well, understanding that OKC wants to transition quickly and play ahead to Brown. But they've done a pretty good job of managing the match and keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, Justin Vomsteeg hasn't had a lot to do tonight in that net. Fittis, Depew, Hilliard, Arce, Ontiveros, and Schultz doing a great job in front of him.
Yep, and I think the forwards have done a nice job too. You mentioned Kamara, Koreniuk on the other side. We're used to seeing his work, and that's allowing for Zubak to stay in the box and be more dangerous there as opposed to chasing balls into the corner.
And after a less than average performance from Zubak last week, to see him score this week, it's got to feel good for the young man.
2-1 in favor of Galaxy 2. Second half is coming up next. Stay with us.
Ibrahimovic to his right, it's for Pavone. Zimmerman trying to recover. Ibrahimovic on the far side. Pavone cutting in. Pavone scores!
On behalf of all the LA Galaxy players, we say thank you.
Gracias a todos los fans de LA Galaxy.
Thank you to all our fans. We really appreciate you.
Shout out to all the fans.
Just want to say thank you to all the fans this year.
We never take you for granted. Thank you for all the support.
My favorite memory with the supporters would happen to be probably the first LAFC game last year, just how they showed up in big numbers. I know that it was the first game of the rivalry, and going down 3-0, they didn't leave the stadium. They stuck with us, and we rewarded them in the end. Crazy game, the most exciting game I've ever been a part of.
We respect the past
and chase the future.
Maybe you just haven't discovered us yet. But here's a news flash.
We've been great.
getting started.
This is LA.
Second half about to get underway, but there is a sprint to the playoffs, not only for these two clubs, but for the bottom half of that top 10 in each conference. Let's take a look at the schedule for these clubs coming up.
Yeah, and Energy has a tough road ahead of them, going to Orange County, who lost this evening but won 6 straight prior, so that'll be a tough test for them. Then they're home versus RGV FC, and then, of course, against Phoenix Rising, who, yes, their streak is over, but they're still the same team that just rattled off 20 in a row. And for Los Dos, as you can see there, at Sacramento Republic, a huge game for Los Dos. Then at Colorado Springs, always difficult playing at altitude. Then they're home against Switchbacks FC at Fresno. And then last home game of the season versus El Paso.
And that's why this match is so important, to get as many points, get your 3 points here, get your 3 points against El Paso, see what you can do on the road, and go from there. Second half about to get underway. It's been a very good start here for Galaxy 2. I think maybe a little recalibration in that middle of the park, but not bad, especially on the backside of the first half, the final 10 to 15 minutes for sure.
Yeah, and again, we've talked about the youth of this Los Dos side, but starting 17-year-old Adam Saldana, who's holding his own in the middle, versus the likes of a 35-year-old Javon Watson. Pretty promising signs here for Los Dos and their midfield.
Took him a little time to get into the match, but once he did, he was positive addition.
And I'm sure the U17 USA men's national team is delighted to see him starting in this match, as he'll be taking off mid-October for that U17 World Cup in Brazil.
Quite an honor. Second half is underway, and Oklahoma City has the ball off the kickoff. It'll come back defensively. Here's Alvin Jones. Tiba Harris once again. Williams. Ross and back. Again Jones. Omar Gordon. He'll force the long ball out of the back. This will be collected by Jonathan Brown. Saldana gets the foul, but he did good defensively there. I like the fact that he showed the confidence to get into the play.
And making his third start, a young man from Panorama City. Doing well with Jorge Hernandez in the middle so far this evening.
It's a good restart opportunity as everybody lines up at the top of the 18. Jonathan Brown will try to swing it out in there, maybe towards the penalty spot. If he can get a little bit more on it, towards the backside of the arc, if he can find it. Greniak, the one-man wall. Played a little short. Schultz able to clear it out, but not far enough. Jones knocks it back in. Nice job by Schultz again with the clearance. And here's Kamara. He looks a little bit awkward, but has very good control when he's on the ball. Kamara. Hilliard Arce. Schultz. This will be knocked towards the left side. Koreniuk once again. Saldana. Depew. This will be cleared back the other way now. Ross.
And a nice run by Nate Schultz. Unfortunate there, he couldn't get some service as he was streaking down that far right-hand side.
Here's Alvin Jones. Right now it's being played in the middle third. Saldana once again. Hernandez looking here for Zubac. Played well defensively by Harris. He'll get some help from Brown and cleared back to midfield. Fittis. OKC just trying to keep the game in front of them. Galaxy can have as much possession as they want behind that mid-stripe if they want it. They're stacking up at the top of the mid-line, but that's about it. Not pressing forward. They're afraid they get behind them, and they have some troubles. And also the game right now is manageable on the scoreboard, Troy, so there's no real rush here in the 49th minute.
And in weeks past, we've seen Los Dos play with the lead and at times force it when maybe they shouldn't, and it's costed them. So hopefully they've learned from those lessons and can close this one out strong.
I think we've seen a lot of growing from this club in the last 2 months. Hilliard Arce with the clearance. Ibiaga able to shake Zubac for the moment. Jonathan Brown in some trouble. He'll knock back to Atiba Harris. Ross getting back there. Nowhere to go forward. They'll put it back on their center backs, and that's good work on the part of the Galaxy. Brown will try to work it out the near side. Here's Jones. And that's broken up. Koreniuk will clean it up. Head it goes to Hernandez. You'll get the foul. Ontiveros knocks it long. Zubac does well to shield the defender there. It'll come back out. Koreniuk squares it over. This looks good for Galaxy 2. Hernandez. Here's Fiddes. Ball took a little time to get on over. Still, Ontiveros does well. Saldana back to Hernandez. Here's Kamara. Turn away from his defender. Knocks it on through. Saldana, this one back in. Zubac a little heavy on that ball that came off his foot. Good work defensively there by Galaxy 2. They'll get called for the foul here, but on the positive side of that foul, stop the counterattack.
Yeah, and I think Hernandez there is a bit fortunate not to see yellow
Yes.
on that occasion.
Foul against LA. Fiddes had his arms up on him. Omar Gordon. Here's Jones. Harris. Doing a good job of keeping their shape, Galaxy 2 right now. Omar Gordon. They'll give up the throw in here on a bad touch by Depew. Throw it.
Omar Gordon leading the energy with 7 assists. Los Dos have really kept him in check so far.
Well, they've stayed away from the breakaways in transition. So they've kind of stifled Oklahoma City in terms of how they want to play. Harris. Again, Ibiaga and Ross. This ball in to Cordell Cato. Cato, a little too cute that time, found the end line and out of play. Goal kick. And if you saw there, Troy, they forced them to go from touchline to touchline. They want to go direct. There's nowhere to go direct, so they keep on going wide. And good defensively on the part of Galaxy 2.
And you can tell from the nice high-angle camera work that how compact Los Dos was on that sequence, making it very difficult for the energy to pass through them.
Harris will knock back to his keeper. Ibiaga in trouble. Kamara closing him down. And here's the turnover. Zubak has a chance at goal, and he got over the bar. He may have been knocked from behind a little bit there, but goal kick.
I think you're right, Joe. I think he was put off just enough. It was Ibeagha who got in there and maybe made him think twice about going to that far corner with his weaker left foot. One Zubak, though, would like to have back, I'm sure. After scoring his 6th tonight, obviously he wants his 7th.
A little late on the decision, but there's a lot of speed back there for Oklahoma City. Ibeagha, Tiba Harris, even at his age, can still go. Brown will clear this out over the far side touch. And Galaxy 2 still managing the match well. They're breaking the lines easily. This one off Ross. It'll go back the other way, but Galaxy 2 have both the center backs back against Deshaun Brown, handling that. And forcing OKC to build out of midfield this time around. Javon Watson goes left. The cross comes in right into Hilliard Arce. That could have been a better ball from Kamara, but Galaxy 2 keep it. On Taveros sending long. Trying to find Kareniak. He does fine muscling off Harris. Unfortunately, the ball off his foot, not good enough. And Harris able to clean it up.
And I like that idea from Omar Ontiveros. Booting it long. Sometimes playing direct is okay. You don't always have to connect through the midfield. You know, putting the center backs of OKC under pressure is a good thing to do.
Well, at some point they're going to cheat, right? Try to take away those short passes, and that's when that opens up.
At the end of the day, a 50-50 ball between Harris and Zubak is just that.
Right. Depew will knock it back the other way. Here's Kareniak. Hernandez, was he fouled? Yes, he was. Free kick. Cordell Cato bringing him down. Yellow card. Good free kick opportunity here for Galaxy 2. And pretty smart on the part of Cato, actually. Slowing that down. Call that the tactical foul, even though maybe more of emergency defending there because Hernandez was about two steps away from taking a shot. It's about 33 yards away from goal here as the referee walks off the 10 yards. Hilliard Arce is there. So is Ontiveros. 3-man wall set up. The referee gives the go-ahead. Arce lets go. Ontiveros will knock on in. Here's Hilliard Arce on his left foot, and it's spun away from him. And it will be a goal kick.
A training ground set piece nearly came off to perfection there as Hilliard Arce fakes as if he was going to take and then is on the receiving end. It couldn't have worked out any better except the final touch from Hilliard Arce, but a fine idea there by Los Dos.
If you look at it on that replay, you see Zubak peel back to slow down the trailing defender and allow for Hilliard Arce to run onto that clean. Some would call that a pick. I'm not going to go quite that far.
A pick play.
It's be a foul and a free kick for the Galaxy. Williams will be called for the foul there as Kamara was dropped. Hey fans, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. The USL is excited to announce that the championship in League One will remain with the leader in sports for 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL, and at least 19 games a year will be featured on the ESPN family of networks, including 9 games on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support, and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus. 2-1 in favor of Galaxy 2 here in the 58th minute. Kamara being looked at. A referee having a long discussion with Williams here. Not quite warming up yet.
You got to stretch before you warm up, of course.
That's right, absolutely. But the way the first 11 is managing this match, I don't know that Junior Gonzalez needs to make any changes. Maybe later on here, maybe at about the 75th minute, some fresher legs to help close it out if it stays like this. Ontiveros to take the free kick. Here's Hernandez. DePuy. Fittis. Saldana. Galaxy ball handlers are finding themselves with a lot of space now. If they're clean on the ball, this could be very interesting for the Galaxy too. Schultz back out at a go. Ontiveros trying to nail it into the corner, but he can't, and clear it out. So OKC Energy is showing Galaxy 2 a lot of respect on the ball. They're giving them a yard, maybe 2 yards, as opposed to closing them quickly. Here's Zubac. Hernandez will find Saldana. DePuy. Again Saldana. Cato tries to close that down. So come on back. Ontiveros all the way back to his keeper. Vom Steeg. Well done. Here's Kamara working on Williams. Another good ball here ahead. Zubac will take it wide. He's got Schultz if he wants him, able to play it back out. Galaxy 2 getting numbers forward. Ontiveros from distance. He could have done better with that and should have. He had more help than that.
Yeah, there's no reason to tee that one up when you have players in better positions and, quite frankly, with better skills in front of goal.
That was what, 35 yards away? And you had them all backed up against their goal. Just keep possessing.
From your holding midfielder tonight, right, who normally plays center back.
Foul, free kick. Omar Gordon brought down there. Harris. Here's Ross. Good ball ahead. Good idea on the part of Williams, because outside of that type of pass, I was just about to say, Oklahoma City doesn't seem very interested.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the substitutions from the Energy as they look to need some fresh legs out there, no question.
Saldana was brought down. Foul and a free kick here for Galaxy 2. Cordell Cato called for that one. Here's Saldana. Hilliard Arce once again. Hernandez out the near side. Fittis. Open man every time. Just need to be clean. DePuy. Vom Steeg. And they'll work out the right side. Here's Kamara. Nice win there. He'll slot him on through. Was he fouled? The referee says no. I think he looked to the far side linesman to get some help, and the flag stayed down. And Kamara stays down as well.
And Ibiaga seemed adamant.
There's this turnover right into Nate Schultz, and his cross could have been better, and he knows it. Referee will stop things for a moment. They'll take a look at Kamara, but he gets up.
Poor
Seems to be just fine. And now there's some words being. As we look at it again on the replay here. Kamara's motioning like he came in spikes high against him defensively, but
yeah, I don't think much contact was made, but the potential contact is what Kamara dove out of the way of. But just before that, Mikael Williams getting tossed and turned to the floor. It's going to be a game he'd like to forget. Finding himself 1v1 against Kamara all night long and not doing terribly well.
So Isley comes on for Jonathan Brown here. First sub of the match for Oklahoma City Energy FC.
It has been a bit of a super sub for the Energy. Has Christian Isley. 5 goals, 2 assists on the year in just 14 starts. This is his 26th appearance.
Here's Koreniuk for Galaxy 2. Saldana back onto the wing. Hernandez. Nice cut to the inside. Gets the return service, but defensively played well. Goal kick. Soccer fans, it's Fan Appreciation Night at Dignity Health Sports Park. Tomorrow, the 29th, 4:30 is when we get underway. Giving away 15,000 LA Galaxy player cards. So join the party to cheer on Jonathan Dos Santos, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Uriel Antuna, and the rest of your LA Galaxy as they face off against Vancouver Whitecaps. Get your tickets now, lagalaxy.com/tickets. The other player we should mention there is Christian Pavone, who's been incredible, especially in the last month of games here as he got comfortable.
Koreniuk and Gordon getting tangled up. It seems like Gordon has been tangled up with nearly everyone tonight. Take another look. Looked like 2 separate instances. Tough to see what transpired there with Koreniuk.
He'll be looked at as well. Looking at that left boot. Galaxy bench now gets a little bit more animated.
You're right, Joe, with how they're sprinting on this near sideline. Definitely looks like Junior Gonzalez will be making his first substitution of the evening.
Got one getting ready to go here. Might be Ivan Gutierrez that's just putting on the jersey. Koreniuk will come off here as he comes off gingerly. And I'm not sure he's going to continue. It doesn't look that way. Free kick here taken on Taveros out the right side. Here's Kamara. Taveros will get it back, knock it back. Fittis. Depew. Good idea. The second ball will be kept alive. On Taveros again on the right side. Kamara. Taking on his defender. He had Williams turn his back to him. The ball will come out. Saldana. Defender turns her back to him. You got to go, in my opinion. Hernandez. It'll come back to the keeper, Lorendi. And Williams is showing a lot of respect there, so you got to take advantage of that, in my opinion, Troy.
Yeah, Williams is out of answers. In fact, I don't know if he ever had one, but Kamara has really put in quite the performance at Williams' expense.
Here's Atiba Harris winning this ball. Ross out to Williams on the left. Galaxy 2 playing a man down right now, with Koreniuk having to leave the match, and the substitute, Ivan Gutierrez, yet to be able to come on as the match continues. Schultz will win this. It'll come out to Saldana. He will play it out over the far side touch. And here comes that substitution.
Substitution for Galaxy 2 in the 70th minute, leaving the game number 52, Kyle Koreniuk. Entering the game number 50, Ivan Gutierrez.
70th minute is when the young man comes on. Had some productive work last time out as well. Coming on the sub.
Of course, it's tough to lose Kai Koreniuk in this stage of the game, but having a goal advantage.
Omar Gordon offside
helps.
here. Yes. But still plenty of time left in this match, but we're seeing how OKC is maybe not exactly what Steve Cook wants them to do, but what they are doing is playing these long balls out of the back and making the runs few and far between.
Which is surprising, considering all the experience the Energy has.
Nice job here from Galaxy 2, almost trapping Atiba Harris in his own penalty area. Here comes the break back the other way for Oklahoma City now. Jones will switch the point out to the left side it goes. Williams working on Schultz there. He'll cut it back onto his right, plays it through the top of the penalty area. Good work defensively by Gutierrez. And it'll come out to Zubak, who's able to play it forward. Hernandez under some pressure. Again, Zubak, he'll get the foul. Free kick.
And watching Alvin Jones take that space in front of him going left to right, I couldn't but help have a flashback of Trinidad 2 years ago. It was Alvin Jones who hit that 40-yard blast that caught Tim Howard sleeping. Of course, that was the game-winning goal.
Sure, just remind us of that day.
Alvin
Way
Jones.
To go. Nice job, Troy.
This Energy team made up of many CONCACAF players between Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Harris able to play this one forward. Kept alive with an opportunity for Brown. Nice job by Vom Steeg and the defenders there, shielding the play, and Vom Steeg off his line quickly to collect. So OKC is picking their spots, and understandably so. They want to manage the score, not get it out of hand. But this is going to require Galaxy 2 to be as good or better on the ball throughout the night.
And we have really not mentioned Alvin Jones at all, and now you're starting to see him go up, starting to leave that space in behind because there is no choice. So it'll be interesting to see if Los Dos can't get that third and really put this one to bed.
And maybe Oklahoma City feels that without Koreniuk, Galaxy 2 becomes one-sided with Kamara, but we'll see. Obviously, that's not the case. Here comes Zubak, looking for his second. Zubak scores! And that opens up the gap, 3-1 in favor of Galaxy 2. And that's what Oklahoma City was afraid of.
No Kai Koreniak on this side, no problem. It's Ethan Zubak going 1v1, getting it onto his left foot and firing it into that far corner. And in fact, it was Alvin Jones at right back, not really in position, leaving his center back vulnerable. And it was Christian Ibiaga who Zubak twists and turns and fires a low shot into that far corner. Still a lot to do for Zubak there, and he did it quite well.
Now you remember in the first half when Zubak had that ball that went, he had to cut back and put it back on his right foot, right? We talked about maybe letting that go to his left. I think defensively Oklahoma City felt that he would be right side dominant. He went to his left, no chance for the defender to close him down, and he finished it well.
And maybe even Zubak learned from that prior play.
Yeah.
And scored his 7th goal of the year on that occasion.
Here's Jones. Augustine Williams will be coming on in a moment. Most likely he would spell Zubak, and at that point, 2 goals on the night. Maybe he has room for a hat trick. We'll see if he gets that opportunity. Schultz will clear this away. Kamara ushers it out of play for the throw-in. Ross. Here's Javon Watson. Deshaun Brown checking all the way back to get this one. He's going to try to do it by himself. Onto his left foot, keeps it alive. Now able to get it away. Here's the shot towards goal by Cato, blocked. The second shot blocked as well. It'll come out the near side. Omar Gordon goes to the ground. The Galaxy clear, and here comes Zubak. He almost had that breakaway. Played well defensively by Ibiaga that time.
Yeah, once again, it was Zubak versus Ibiaga. And Ibiaga wasn't having it this time, but you can see what Ethan was trying to do there. A nice flick past him. It was the right idea, just played very well
He'll
this
leave
time.
the match now after 2 goals on the night. Just a little heavier touch that time, and he's off to the races. Lorendi's not coming off his line there. So Williams comes on in his place. Derek Gebhard came on for Oklahoma City, replacing Cordell Cato. Good pressure here by the Galaxy, forcing it back to Lorendi, and he'll clear into midfield. Fittis knocks this one down, kept alive. Here's Gutierrez. Back to Fittis. 77 minutes in here. 3-1 in favor of Galaxy 2. Vom Steeg will knock it ahead to the right side. Schultz brings it down well. Able to play it ahead to Kamara. Kamara again turns Williams around, but runs right into Ibiaga. If he's able to knock that ball over to Williams and continue his run, he can get that return ball.
With less than 15 minutes, around 15 minutes left in this match, really right now it's about possession for Los Dos. There's no need to give away a cheap one and then all of a sudden it's a game again.
True. Looks like Jose Hernandez will be called upon next. Vom Steeg here will just knock this out wide to the far side. Schultz able to usher it forward. Here's Kamara. Ibiaga that time stood him up. They'll play along the left side. Schultz closing this one down. He does well there on Gebhard. And the Galaxy have possession on Taveros. Remember, Ontiveros in the first half was on the ball a lot for Galaxy 2. Not so much here in the second half. They haven't had to use him, and he's been staying home a little more than he was in the first half. DePuy able to knock this one long. Augustine Williams taking on Harris. This will be a foul against Williams. No goal. No goal. And I think Atiba Harris just realized he better be on his horse a little bit more.
Augustine Williams giving Atiba Harris all he can handle. A little too much there with the left arm. He pulls him down. Easy call to make in the end. But Atiba Harris has been put on notice by Augustine Williams.
Stieg calls off his defender there. He'll pick up. Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Hilliard Arce, very busy in the first half. He did very well in the first half. This is a good pass ahead. Here's Williams. Watch there by Harris, out the right side. Look at all this space here for Schultz. Schultz plays it in towards that back post. Luckily, defensively, somebody there. Here's the opportunity to go. They score! They could not clear, and the Galaxy got the chance, and they are off and running now, 4-1 in this match.
Really nice build-up play by Los Dos. It was the youngster Adam Saldana with the nice turn at midfield that got the break going. And then Nate Schultz, well done on that far right-hand side. In the end, it was Williams with the easy tap in.
Well, the first pass was cleared off the line, and they couldn't clear it. Schultz kept it alive. And here's Williams to clean it up right in front. So he stayed on the play. Nate's had a very nice game. And I'm saying that about a lot of players in white tonight, but they have played very well.
And it was Kamara again. His shot was blocked, but creating the opportunity for Williams. It's been an all-around effort by a lot of Los Dos players tonight.
So here comes Jose Hernandez. Kamara is done. Jorge Hernandez looks like he's going to go to the right wing position. Jose Hernandez and Adam Saldana will play in the middle for Galaxy 2. And I think the Galaxy are basically going to a 4-1-4-1 now at this point. They'll leave Augustine Williams up high, and they'll manage the match in front of them. There's no real reason to allow for OKC to get behind them now. 10 minutes to go. Up by 3 goals. Here's Saldana on Taveros. Jorge Hernandez. Plays this out the left side. Good ball. Gutierrez, the knock ahead. This could be a penalty. No, says the referee. Looked like Augustine Williams got tripped up there, but no. We continue.
And when you're up 3 goals, you want to be up 4 goals. The lead's not in jeopardy whatsoever, and now the ears are pinned back, and Los Dos is searching for that 5th.
This would be a foul against Fittis. Well, it's not like Oklahoma City's throwing numbers forward. Galaxy are still breaking those lines, which is, I wonder if the white flag has been raised. Jones will take the restart, knock ahead. Isley lets it go through. This will be played back in front here for Deshaun Brown. It'll be cleared out. Good job defensively again. Hernandez. This one's Jose. Out the right side, Jorge is there. Acres of space for him. Watched by Ross now. Hernandez onto his right. Plays it into Jose Hernandez, and he scores! 5-1. It's a party for the kids tonight.
Los Dos with their 5th goal on the night, and that was too easy if you're Steve Cook and an OKC Energy fan, as the defenders all were facing their own goal, running backwards, never stepping to the ball or to any man in the area. And just after coming on, Jose Hernandez puts the Galaxy up by 4.
Well, you look at it this way. If you're a grown man and you've been running for about 80 minutes against teenagers, at some point you're going to not want to chase them anymore. And that's what it looks like right now. Here comes Oklahoma City now. Along the near side, the attempted cross is blocked by Gutierrez. Throw it. Duval, who just came on moments ago, playing on that right side now. Gutierrez able to knock it forward. Williams, this is a good foul call in the favor of the Galaxy. No real advantage there on the defensive side of midfield. And this will take a little more time off the clock, and the Galaxy shouldn't be complaining about that.
And outside of one poor turnover, Los Dos has been nearly perfect tonight.
Here they come again. Williams with a clean look at goal. The bending ball a little high. He was eyeing that upper 90 far side just a bit too much. Goal kick. Here it is once again. This one just got underneath it a bit. And you see how the defenders are backing off. They're just back. They're not willing to step out and play.
And on that last goal, they were all, their chests were facing their own goal, and that's never a good sign.
Well, with this victory that's coming up here for Galaxy 2, puts them in much better position going forward, but 4 more matches remain, and you saw the schedule. 3 of them will be on the road before they come home to wrap up on October 19th, and hopefully at that point they'll have a playoff position secure, but we'll see.
And if you go to USLChampionship.com, you can check out all the live standings. And as it stands now, Galaxy are in that 8th position on 43 points, with San Antonio and New Mexico behind them on 41 points.
It's still going to be a pretty good battle, though. 7-point cushion's not bad, but still a good battle to make it all the way.
OKC Energy find themselves in that 14th spot as it stands now, 3 points away from that 10th and final playoff spot.
But as we saw, the schedule there showed 3 matches left for them.
And of course, Galaxy then go on the road after this one for 3. So, you know, 12 points available for most all teams, which is quite a bit.
But not for Oklahoma City. That's why they're in a must-win situation now. And you mentioned what they have: Phoenix Rising as well as Orange County on that schedule for them. That's going to be difficult. Here's Schultz. Saldana. Nice performance from the youngster Saldana. He was quiet for the first 20 minutes or so, but he got some confidence going. This is a good ball ahead here. Foul in the box against Williams.
And we talked about Saldana leaving next month for the U17 World Cup in Brazil. You know, he just finished a camp with the U17s in Holland, where they played Mexico, they played the Netherlands. He got some good experience in those matches, so the future is bright for the young 17-year-old Adam Saldana.
And hopefully for U.S. Soccer as well, with the youngsters coming through. Williams, this ball ahead. Can he get his second? This will be cleared away. A reminder, just weeks remaining. We were talking about the pressure is officially on. Tune into the ESPN 3 on October the 2nd as El Paso Locomotive look to secure one of the final playoff spot, while Fresno FC has its sights on hosting some playoff games. It's Locomotive FC and the Foxes, October 2nd. That's Wednesday for Wednesday Night Soccer on ESPN 3. Here comes Gutierrez. Lost his edge there. Omar Gordon able to play this over to Williams, is getting into the attack now. We'll go out the left side and out of play for a throw-in for Galaxy 2. One of the few times they got their backs forward here in the second half, and I think understandably so. They knew they could not handle a transition from the much younger players that are still much fresher than the veteran side.
And good game plan by Junior Gonzalez and his staff. Seems like they really utilized the width of the field. They had numbers in the box often and really caused Energy backline fits all night.
Yeah, these young little kids, man, they can't find them. Here's Jose Hernandez again to Williams. I think that was for Saldana. Could have done better with that one, though. Duval. If my memory serves me correct, he had some time with Vancouver.
Close. Montreal.
Montreal, there you go.
A Canadian team, also with New York Red Bulls. Maybe a short stint with the Dynamo, so a bit of an MLS journeyman, 28 years old, just recently joined this team, making his 5th appearance for the Energy.
It's quite a puzzle to put together.
But all night we've been referencing the amount of MLS experience on this Energy side, and tonight has been owned by the youngsters of Los Dos.
Maybe it's stacked with too many veteran players and not enough youth to help them out.
Colin Ross was the youngest player fielded tonight for the Energy at 25 years.
3 minutes of added time here. Hilliard Arce tried to play into the channel. Schultz stopped his run there. It's been a while since Galaxy 2 has been in the postseason, and it's been more time than the senior side fans want to know about Galaxy 1 as well. Both clubs look to be making the postseason. Galaxy senior side is clinched and looking to improve on their position. That'll be tomorrow as this ball comes on through and cleared. 4:30 is the start. The Galaxy host the Vancouver Whitecaps. It's going to come down to second place. Will come down to the final 2 matches of the season between Galaxy and Minnesota and potentially Seattle, depending on how results go tomorrow. Here's Atiba Harris. About 2 minutes to go in this one. Williams. Isley could not put a stamp on the game tonight.
Yeah, since coming on, he's been incredibly quiet. It might have been the second time you mentioned his name. And he's really been the spark plug for them this year, just not so much this evening.
Here's Depew. Fittis. Ontiveros ahead to Jose Hernandez. Hilliard Arce. Here's Jose Hernandez quickly out the right side. Jorge Hernandez. Schultz making the run into the area. Here's Jorge Hernandez. Little too many touches there. I think once he beat that defender, if that ball's not as far out, he had a clean shot at goal, and unfortunately the ball was a little heavy. Again, Hilliard Arce with a nice play defensively there. He positions himself very well.
Yeah, fine performance once again from Hilliard Arce.
Now you mentioned him, a Stanford product. He was a forward at Stanford, was he not? I believe so.
You know, a lot of guys convert from forward back to defender. I can't tell you for certain how many games he played where in college.
Right.
But I do know he's a 3-time champion and one heck of a leader back there.
That is true. And our referee points to midfield. He's seen enough. This one has come to an end. And Galaxy 2 put in 3 in the second half for a 5-1 victory here, Troy.
Yeah, what a awesome performance by Junior Gonzalez and Los Dos. Gave the fans everything they asked for tonight, putting up a 5 spot in a game that they really needed. And right now they've jumped all the way up to that 8th spot with 4 games to go, Joe.
Jose Hernandez finding the back of the net. Augustine Williams finding the back of the net. Ethan Zubak picking up his 2nd goal in the second half. That's all part of the second half scoring for the Galaxy. In the first half, Zubak made it 2-1. Kai Koreniak had tied it up. We go all the way back to the 7th minute. It was the Galaxy trailing early in the match before turning it on.
It's pretty unusual to score 5 unanswered, which they did tonight. Like you mentioned, 7th minute, Deshaun Brown got us going for the Energy. It looked like the visitors were going to come in here and have their way. It was a poor turnover in the Galaxy's 3rd of the field, which allowed Brown in on goal, Joe, as we take a look.
Let's get to those highlights. And there's the turnover there. As we take a look at the start this match, I believe that was Saldana's pass back.
Hilliard Arce and Vomsteeg couldn't do really anything there as Deshaun Brown scoring his 14th of the year. And then about 15 minutes later, it was Kai Koreniak with the blast from outside the box, leveling the score. About 15 minutes later after that, it was Kamara getting to the inline, cutting it back for Zubak in the 40th minute. One of his 2 goals on the evening. As you can see here, 1v1 versus Ibiaga. He takes him to the left and fires to that far corner. Just a really fine finish by Zubak on that occasion, Joe.
Absolutely, and here's a little bit more here as Nate Schultz did most of the work here. The second opportunity, cleared off the line again, but this time Williams deposits it for the goal, and the party is underway.
And then up 4-1. Why not go for a 5th? And you can see Jose Hernandez
he starts it, right?
Starting the play at his own 18. They call that going box to box.
And he will finish it as well. Here's Jorge Hernandez taking on Ross. Slots it right through. Very easy. Look at all that time.
And just like that, 5-1, Los Dos. The most complete performance of the season.
And warming up at just the right time with the 5-1 victory against Oklahoma City Energy FC. And head coach Junior Gonzalez certainly saying complimentary words to his team. That's exactly how they trained this week leading up, and they got the result in a big way. Tomorrow, right here at this facility, LA Galaxy in the MLS level will take on Vancouver Whitecaps. 4:30. It'll be on Spectrum Sportsnet as Kobe Jones and I will deliver the call for you at 4:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. But tonight for Troy Barty, Joe Tutino saying so long. 3 goals in the second half in the LA Galaxy win going away from Oklahoma City Energy FC. 5-1 the final. Have a great Saturday night and a great weekend, everybody. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.